for joining us once again for Tackle Primetime, powered by NCSA. This episode, Coach Taylor and Coach Chmiel are examining the top defensive backs in the country and teaching student athletes how they can contact college coaches to start building relationships. Here is Coach and Coach to break it down.
Thanks, Ashley. Let's get right to it and start analyzing the guys on the back end, the guys in the secondary. You know, you can never overemphasize how important it is to have great athletes playing in the secondary. And you know, corners, left tackles, corners, Randy, your corners better be able to flip their hips and run with wideouts. And your safety better be part linebacker and part corner, a hybrid, Randy. Oftentimes, these players are pound for pound the best athletes on the field.
Coming in at number 1 on our list is a safety, Sean Parker, from Narbonne High School, Harbor City, California. I think I still have a storage unit there, Coach. Parker is 6'1", 186 pounds, an impact player that plays with an urgency. Physical, good tackler, he plays inside out and downhill, keeps everything in front of him, and reads and reacts well, and he high points the ball like every good DB has to.
High point, it's like basketball. Lemarcus Joyner from St. Thomas Aquinas in Florida. You've heard of that high school before, okay? He is next on our countdown. He's 5'8", 165-pound corner. You have to love the willingness to throw his body into ball carriers and play so physical at his size. He's tough, he has heart, he has terrific speed, he can flip his hips, has great speed and quickness, and he's also a return specialist, which means it's like recruiting 2 guys.
The next guy is Cullen Christian, 6'1", 180 pounds, from Penn Hills High School in Steel City, Pennsylvania.
Yet another familiar high school name.
Yeah, absolutely. The young man has good size, has feet to play the corner, can transition, breaks on the ball well, he uses his hands. He can stay in the hip pocket, Coach, and he looks instinctive. He could be a safety too, as he'll get bigger, stronger, and faster. So just check his speed, but he's got a great upside.
Well, you know what, Andy, with the spread offenses right now, we used to say safeties were easy to get. Safeties really have to be hybrids right now. Randy, the next player on our list is safety Jonathan Dowling. He's 6 feet 3 inches tall, 180 pounds, from Southeast High School in Florida. The kid has a tremendous upside. Great range, great ball skills. His height and athleticism at the point of attack make him special. Any bulk he adds will just make him more valuable.
Coach, finally we have Ahmad Dixon, another safety. He's out of Midway High School in Texas and stands 6'1", 190 pounds. He's a great run support guy and will lay the wood. He reacts and reads, has good acceleration to the ball, and really competes. He looks like a tremendous teams guy and shows a knack for the gunner headhunter role. We've already explained how athletes need to get evaluated and properly target schools with their online recruiting resume and video. Now we want to dive into how student athletes can go about contacting college coach and start to build relationships.
Randy, that last word says it all, relationships. Relationships are based on trust. But that's what it's all about in college recruiting, building relationships, getting that trust with college coaches. And a single most important thing a student athlete can do in the recruiting process is what? Build that relationship. Complicating that process is an elaborate set of NCAA rules. So the first thing every student athlete has to do, you have to download a copy of the NCAA guide for the college-bound student athlete. And it's simple, Randy. Go to ncaa.org and print yourself a copy of that book. 2 good newses. First good news, it's free. Second good news, it has so much information.
That's great advice, you king of compliance. Once you understand the contact rules, you understand when a coach can contact you. But equally important, you realize that you can start contacting coaches right now.
Immediately.
Let me stress the point that the NCAA places no rules on when or how often a recruit can contact the college.
Well, Randy, having that relationship with the right coach, the recruiting coordinator, a recruiting assistant, a recruit can make sure that their information is in front of someone who will be able to follow up by phone call, email, letter, and in person. Remember, coaches are extremely busy, so getting a hold of them may be tough. Recruits need to be persistent. but not overly bothersome to make sure they follow up correctly.
Coach, that's where using a trusted third party like NCSA can help so much. NCSA can help the student athlete get initially evaluated and, just as importantly, understand how to further build those relationships. They receive the guidance from our staff to properly call a coach, properly follow up with email, and better understand exactly how to play this recruiting game.
Well, Randy, again, let me say this. Make sure you get the NCAA guide and make sure you understand how critically important it is to start building those relationships. When? As early as possible.
Thanks, guys. Remember, recruiting is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Be sure to get started by signing up for an NCSA evaluation at Takkle.com.